Coach, welcome, and may you just give us a brief summary of the match today from your perspective?
Good evening. Complicated beginning of the match, as we expected, dealing with a back five. Soon, early in the first half, defending in low block with not so much space. Progressing in our first circulation, forcing us all the time to look for a second or a third one, to try to find a little bit of advantage close to their box. But it's a team that they recover the positions very quick once they are eliminated, and protecting the key spaces very well, defending with deep, and when they don't, they have always good interventions from the goalkeeper as well. But little by little, I think we managed to make them arrive slightly late in some moments in the first half, even before the 1-0. But controlling every scenario really well. Some difficulties, obviously, to defend the transitions, big guys up front, strong, powerful players. So in situations when we were running, looking to our goal was complicated to defend, but I think Cesane and Sibi did a fantastic job. More control even in the second half. Chances to put the game far for the opponent, but lack of accuracy or lack in the last touch, in the last decision, kept the game in a 1-0 that looks. It's probably not really. It's not a true reflection of our performance, but I think we didn't even suffer any situation in the last minutes where we could feel that maybe the 1-1 is coming. I think the game was totally under control. Good performance, 3 more points. So I'm very happy.
Now open for questions from the floor. As per norm, please identify yourself as well as the media company present prior to asking your question. Check volume again.
Coach Chan from SABC Sport. Lot of focus obviously on you reaching your milestone of 100 matches. Just to go back to June 2022, did you picture yourself being able to do 100 matches in a league, in a continent, country that you've never been in before? And how do you reflect back on these 100 matches? And then obviously the win tonight as well is the club's record 7th win in a row, which you've achieved as well. And just your thoughts on that.
Yeah, to the first question, the answer is yes. We start a new project here, like you said, 2 years and 4 months ago, with a 3 years contract. So every time you start a project, you want to finish the project. Obviously not counting how many games you're going to be on charts, but you come with the intention and with the illusion to do your best. It's a privilege for me. It's an honor to get this opportunity to be in this position where I am right now, to represent a club like Orlando Pirates in a position of a head coach. I'm a very fortunate person to have that honor one more time. And then the number of games, it's related with our performance, with the fact that we have an excellent team this season. 1 season ago, 2 seasons ago, we managed always to compete properly. Sometimes if you go through those 100 matches, I think that you will find higher amount of good moments than bad moments for us as a team. So, like you said, yeah, I think it's good to say today, but tomorrow it's anecdotic. We will be thinking the 101 and then the next one, and but I'm not gonna lie, I'm proud of what we achieved as a team so far, and look into the future with optimism and illusion. And the 7 games, sorry, you asked me about the 7 games as well. That's probably even more important than the 100 games, in my opinion. It's the fact that the boys managed to break one record tells quite a lot about how difficult it is to win consistently, to win one game after the other until getting 7. And now it's in our hands to keep winning, not because we want to establish a new record or a more difficult one, but it's in our hands to continue winning, and that's the aim. And not really thinking for me, the records is just a sign of how difficult it is, something that you achieve when it's the first time that somebody do it. So happy for the boys, happy for the club in general, and like I said, to the next.
Good evening, Coach. Congratulations on the victory. Correctly said, Coach, you've been here for 28 months. For you, Coach, what takes precedence? Is it the fact that you've made these footballers better professionals, or is it them being better human beings? What in your 100 game here, what exactly is much more important for you? Is it results? Is it making these players much more better as professionals, or is it better human beings? Thank you.
I think I would like to think that the results, the numbers, the performances is a consequence of the other things that you mentioned before. Our improvement as a footballers, as a coaches as well. Our improvement to understand and to learn to how can we play good football together and get results at the same time consistently. And there's no, in my opinion, this is a particular opinion, but there's no chance that you can succeed in a collective if the human level in the group is not high enough. And we are consistent right now because there's a lot of truth in what they do, in the way they behave, the way they coexist is the word, together, day after day, and that's the key. There's an interesting ecosystem right now there in the team. Obviously, getting the results, it helps. Everything it looks much better. But I will say that first is first, and first is our human quality, the human quality of the group, and everything else is a consequence of that human quality and also the football quality that they have, which is not a discussion.
Take the next 3 questions. What's up there? Do you have a question? Do you have a question? No, you can go ahead and just.
Zita from the Sowetan. Coach, your next game is only on November 26th. Do you sort of welcome the break, or you have maybe preferred to given the fact that you've gained momentum? Thanks.
I think I didn't have to put it on.
Do you prefer, does the break come at a good time?
It's got the microphone, so.
Okay.
Your next game is only on November 26th. Do you welcome the break, or you will have maybe prefer to continue playing given the momentum you've gained?
I think that I answered many times that conundrum. There's nothing I can do, so I take it the way it is. There's a break. It doesn't matter if I prefer to have a break or not. So, like I said many times, one of the keys to succeed in modern football is planning. We have an opportunity now to utilize this time to rest, at least to rest some of our players, to refine some other players, some other team dynamics, behaviors, patterns. You have more time to have a look of maybe small details that when you are competing every 2-3 days, you don't have the time and the opportunity to do. So I'm always taking everything like something positive for us. If there is a break, it's going to be positive for sure, because we're gonna use the time to come back better. Obviously, when you are winning every 2-3 days, you don't want to stop. I'm not gonna lie, you want to keep going, especially the players when they are having fun on the field and the result is coming for us. Well, you want to continue, but now many of them, they have different compromises with national teams. They will continue competing, and the other ones we will stay here in Jobur and continue preparing for what's coming, which is an extremely tight schedule in November, December, January, February. It's something else. I think the next FIFA break is in March, if I'm not wrong. Maybe you can correct me. So once we start again after this one, we don't stop anymore. So it's going to be an important part of our preparation for the upcoming months.
Vicky?
Hey coach, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Mickey United from Ghana. My question has to do with Bofutke, the young talent in the squad, number 38 shirt. Many of us are wondering what exactly or how did you psych him up for giving this incredible performances, and how far do you think that he can go with his talent?
I think you are new in the press conference, so you don't know that I don't used to answer questions about individuals, but I'm gonna do an exception with our colleagues from Ghana.
Hey, coach.
In my own way.
Yeah, okay.
In my own way.
Okay.
Well, I think no one is any more surprised about Relevo Hill performances. Is in a good moment. Like the rest of the team, they are confident right now to play their football, to express themselves. And when you have such a talent, inside you, and you find in the end, we as a coaches, what we provide to the player is structure, is the right space for them to express themselves, to execute, and show their skills, more than giving the confidence for the players is to consistently play, to give them responsibilities, more than nice words, when they play or they don't play. But in our case, every player up front in this team is a really talented player with capacity to do and to create a lot of problems to the opponent. Rele is one of the cases. And how far? 19, 20, 21, 18, 17 years old, with that level of talent, the future belongs to you. It's about many things, but the young players must control what they can control, which is the things that they do, how professionals and how much dedication they having in their lives, because nowadays in modern football, to be in a certain level, you need to be a professional football player 24 hours per day. It's not enough with the time that they spend with us. It goes beyond. And I think that's one of the crucial parts for these young talents to take it really serious. The player that you mentioned is one of them. He's doing everything in order to make it happen. So it's about timing, opportunity, have a pinch of luck also in your career but in the end, the football will put you in the place that you deserve.
We'll take the Final two questions, Daniel.
I'm Khalid Khalid Rafi. Felicidades, entrenador, for winning the match.
Muchas gracias.
Coach, just to follow up on my colleague, would you say that the team is peaking at the right time, especially for what is to come when you play your match on the 26th?
It's peaking,
Yes, like peak.
like in the peak.
Yes.
Look, we discussed many times in this space about our beginning of the seasons, in the two previous seasons, that we were not regular, we were not consistent, we dropped too many points early in the season that is taking us to a space that maybe in November, December, you feel that Pirates is not going to make it again this season. So for us was really important to have a good beginning, to start well the season, and well means results. So I think it's a good time to be in that peak that you mentioned. You know, now is about us to keep going, to continue playing football the way we're doing, understanding that the opponents will improve, the opponents will understand what we do better game after game, they're gonna stop us somewhere, so we need to continue in a permanent evolution. Football is evolution. Is more than evolution, is progression, or you want to do progression. Evolution can be only change, but you can change for something worse than what you are right now. So what we did is done. Now we have to think about what's coming, and understanding that the upcoming games are going to be even more difficult because you are in the top and you're winning games, so the opponents will take more care about you, and what's coming is going to be very complicated, but we're going to be ready.
Elmo from Kickoff, your coach. Obviously, the fans, the expectations are getting higher with every passing game. I just want to find out from you, how is the dressing room at this moment in time?
Not surprisingly, but when you are winning, that's always the risk of go too high or too confident, and it's not the case. They are winning with in a natural way, and they're happy, but not too happy. They know that games are coming, soon, and like I said before, they know how difficult it's going to be week after week. So there's no, how can I say, too much excitation around the team. They are training well every day. They're fighting for their positions in the team, for the minutes. They're happy to win. Winning is a feeling that I cannot even explain you. It's something else, and we love to experience that feeling when the game finishes, and that's all we want to repeat again and again and again. But right now the team is looking really mature and accepting, that now the things are going well, but not celebrating too much, which is a good thing.
Coach, congratulations on the victory. The synergy between yourselves, technical team, the players, as well as the fans, it's something what makes everybody talks about. Even talking about, even Coach Truta did mention that Coach Truta did mention as well that you guys have got a unique atmosphere here. But when it comes to this group that you have, if I'm not mistaken, I heard them chanting your name in the dressing room or something. How do you and your team get it right? And what is it that makes the team, the players, the coaching staff, and the fans to be one? Whether good moments or bad moments are happening, you guys are still in sync.
I think there's an agreement among the three parts that you mentioned before, coaching staff, players, and fans. We're trying to play the football that players wants to play, fans wants to see when they are coming to the stadium, and we as a coaches, we want to understand and to improve week after week. And when you are comfortable with the idea that you want to express on the field, starting from the coach and the coaching staff, the players are happy with that football, and actually is the football that the fans wants to see and recognize when they are coming to our games. It's much more easy, that everything will come together. And like I said already weeks ago, it's something to highlight from our fans that they don't hesitate about the team anymore. It doesn't matter if we are leading or chasing, or it doesn't matter. They're confident, they are pushing, there's no, how you say, like noise or, negativism around the team, and that's something fantastic because it's helping the boys to perform much better, especially the youngsters, to come to the field. It's also one of the keys that they are coming in a moment where the team is doing well, is winning, is confident, the people is pushing. Maybe 1 or 2 years ago to come inside in Orlando, with a 1-1 and people not that happy like they are right now, is not going to be that easy. So we need to use that moment to, like I said, to capitalize on the talent that we have in the team, and keep that energy and synergy until the end of the season.
Thank you, Coach. On that note, we've come to the conclusion of our press conference, and
Thank
ladies
you.
and gentlemen, for your time and participation.